Hey there, Zydeco fans, and welcome back to the Zydecast, brought to you by Studio Cowork and powered by Happy Dad.
Right? Why not?
All right. Why not? Powered by Happy Dad as well. So thank you, Studio Cowork, for providing this beautiful space and helping us with the editing. And of course, we have our mugs. So, boys, I just gotta know before I introduce you. We got the mugs. What do you guys think of the mugs?
They're fantastic. Good looking mug.
Look good.
Yeah.
Look good. Yeah. I like it.
Running joke now. I'm just gonna be introducing the mugs from Studio Cowork too. So with me, I have Dmitry Kuznetsov, number 10 from the Baton Rouge Zydeco. We have Jake Cox, number 34, Baton Rouge Zydeco, and used to be number 8. Now we have assistant general manager, now promoted to general manager, MJ Graham.
I like that intro. Not bad.
Thank you.
Very nice.
I sort of know what I'm doing here. So, yeah. But, just to kind of like lead off the show, you guys had a good weekend. It was a sweep, first time this season. You guys got your first shutout of the season. I just want to get you guys' first reactions on that.
Yeah, we were really happy to get the results we wanted. We think it's been one of those things where we've been right on the cusp of getting a couple wins in a row. So it was nice to be able to see us get the job done this past weekend for sure.
I think most importantly, playing 60 minutes instead of playing we were super close to play a full 60 minutes, but there was always a little break somewhere. And that weekend, this weekend, it was important to play those 60 minutes and kind of, good teams know how to finish the game, and I think we did that, and just got to build off of it even more.
Yeah. As general manager now, you obviously have different eyes on the game, as it was when you were a player. Now with this past weekend, what do you see here from these guys?
Biggest thing is just everyone's buying in. They're not worried about individual stats. You can see they're playing for one another. They follow, the game plan to a T, and they get the results. I think Chad's a great coach. I think he has great systems, and that's the proof right there. The guys coming together, buying in, and this group's a really tight group too. Never hear they're always talking good things about one another. Really close, and those are the results that they should be getting.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it was a hard-fought weekend for you guys, definitely, and I would say much deserved win. It seems like the entire season has kind of been like that, where it's been close-ish, but it's just something that didn't click. But this weekend, obviously,
it was just a part of, I feel closing up the games, that coming into a third period, just has to know how to close the games, and I mean that's a part of where we're learning to, not to get away from our system and stay within the system, within 60 minutes. So it just it's a process, and this weekend too, game 1 it was sort of one faces who was pinching, and game 2 was the other guys who stepped in and did their job, so it was good to see that everyone step in and did their little work for, the win.
Yeah, I agree. Kuzi kind of touched on a lot of the points, but for us, for a long time, it was just playing that full, complete game, where I really think we've started to be more connected as a 5-man unit out there every time, playing more of a fist, not as fingers. And, one of those things where we're finally all starting to be on the same page with Chad's system, and those are results we're going to get if we all play the same game plan. I thought we had really strong team defense, something that stood out to me over the weekend for sure. Our goalies had a great performance, both Greener and Coffee, both nights. So if we keep getting those kind of games out of those two guys, Bailey Stevens as well when he steps in, and we keep playing within Chad's system, I think we're going to have good 60-minute efforts night in, night out.
Yeah, definitely. And I know team defense is something that you guys, I would argue, is your strong suit. I was talking with one of your teammates, Kim Mietinen, on the way home, and he mentioned that game, or the first game on Friday, was the first time that you guys let up a 5-on-5 goal, in over 6 games. That for me is crazy.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things where we do play in a league where there's a lot of penalties called. And so with that, our penalty kill and our power play need to be prepared to execute. But we also take a lot of pride in the 5-on-5 game when we're at even strength. And like you mentioned, that comes with team defense, not just the defensemen and the goalies, but the forwards too, tracking back, making sure they're picking up guys late. So, yeah, just staying connected out there has really been the biggest thing that's elevated our team defense, I think.
Think to the point of where it's like the chemistry started becoming a thing too. Like, we were slowly start getting the forward lines, and those forwards lines, stay game to a game, as you can see it too. We're not switching a lot, and it's it's working too. Just knowing this guy using a right curve, this guy using a left curve. I just know that already, all those things, and it helps along the way big time. So just the habits of my teammates and my line mates, that's big for me at least. That I know what's going on the ice.
I just want to touch on that a little bit. That's one thing that I noticed when I was calling the game, is there was a lot of times where you guys have good passes, where it's just like it was a really good opportunity, but sometimes it's just like someone's offhand that you pass it to. But how you mentioned that the chemistry, it's starting to build, and you're starting to know like which hand you have, which hand your line mates have. When it's going into a shift or into a game, what's something that you try to do to kind of prepare yourself when it comes to that?
I mean, you go base out of like the system first. If like where's the puck in the zone, I'm getting on the ice, I'm changing somebody, so I got on the ice. If it's forecheck, we already know what forecheck we're going. Chad is pretty clear on what are we using, and throughout the night or when I was switching, mid game or whatever, like so. Just go base out of forecheck, and then the rest of it is like communication. It's like mid zone, D zone. Like you just communicate and trying to play less of a D zone and play an offensive zone. I mean, to me, it's like I don't mind playing defense, but like you play offense, then you don't have to play defense. You take care of the D zone, but you play offense, and with this way, you don't have to play. You can play less of a defense and don't waste your energy in a D zone where you can do something that like my role, like I want to be a goal scorer, I want to be a scoring and be out there for it, so he can place.
He does like scoring goals.
That he does. He has I think you have one of the most satisfying shots to watch on the
Thanks,
team.
boys.
Like,
but
we're
I'm really not sure
so
who has a better celebration though. Is it Jake or Kuzi? They're both right up there.
I mean, Jake is,
I might give it to Jake though.
I
to be
feel
honest,
like Jake's bird is pretty good too. Like I saw it a couple times. He released the bird.
Bird. I like the Kuznetsov.
That's good. That's good. I see the boys doing like I score. I kind of like stopped doing a bird for a little bit. We were like on a streak of like a couple of games, tough games, and I was like, Burst is gonna come back. I'm waiting to release the bird.
Oh yeah.
So it's gonna come.
I'm looking forward to it. I better see it this weekend.
Yeah, I will. I've been preparing it. I've been preparing it.
Birds will be flying.
Cage is already shaking.
yeah.
Oh man.
Jake seems to have new ones every time though. I asked him once, I'm like, where do you come up with those? And he's just like on the spot.
Yeah, just whatever comes to mind. I get pretty excited after scoring, so really just
last year, couple dogs. You remember when he did the dog?
I do remember.
Yeah, barking. That was a good one. I like that one.
My last year, I'm pretty sure he took a slap shot. You came out with the gun there.
The finger guns.
That was probably the best.
That was crazy. I got to ask you, when you played, like, what was your go-to?
Honestly, worst Sully guy. Like, never had anything good at all. This honestly, never could think of anything. Just
one of those games I remember, like, I was like playoffs. Who you guys play? You play for Columbus against Watertown. You score a goal and like skated past like no Sally. I was like, what's going on? Like, like nothing. Just get it to the bench like this, like with the head. Like here we go.
Just talking about the different kind of like systems that Kuzi was talking about earlier. Just again, like with you going from player to GM, and for me, it's just so interesting. Just how did that transition happen, and what's been the whirlwind for you? Like, how have you been like getting used to it?
I mean, I've been in this league a long time, since 2014. So, and playing, and then going from playing to coaching a bit, player coach, assistant GM, kind of seeing all the different sides of this league and jobs through it. Honestly, it depends who you're with and what part of life you're in, I guess. But the transition's been completely fine. It's their time to play, and I'm happy for them. Do I miss playing a bit? Sure, but I'd rather be doing what I'm doing now, and I'm happy to do it with these guys. So it's fun going to work every day when you got a good team like these guys, good guys in the community, and just a tight group. And I'm happy to be here.
It was definitely funny seeing him heckle. Like, you have a GM that's starting to heckle the players, like, hey, Kuznetsov, skate. I saw him at practice doing that. I was like, dude, that's gotta be a.
You can get a text from mid-game somewhere. Shoot the puck.
Yeah.
You can get a text. I get a text.
Well,
I'm a big person that I can get negative on my own without it. So I try not between the periods I'm in the music. I don't hear anybody. If people comes in, we talk, plays and all that stuff, video. But I'm just trying to keep my headphones on, and then your phone, you're switching your music, and then you'll see MJ shoot the puck.
Yeah. Well, some of these guys, me and Kuzi used to play against each other.
Yeah, really?
He won a championship with Danbury. I played in Columbus for 3 years, so we went toe to toe back in the day. Jake as well, I obviously know. He's from Columbus, Georgia. Met him there when I was playing, and he played for Columbus as well. So, the transition, if you ask, there's some guys in the transition you've played with and stuff. So, these guys, I know them really well, and I'm really happy they're in this organization, leading the way. So, perfect.
And going into the direction of where you see this team going. And right now, obviously, with the record we started with, not too hot, but we are getting hotter. We have 6 points in not 6 points, but points in 6 straight games. So how are you planning on keeping this momentum going and seeing if you can launch us, into the stratosphere?
I think my job is to promote these guys and make sure these guys are happy, comfortable. They're doing their job in the community. They're representing Baton Rouge well. They're representing Zydeco well, and that's for me the number one most important thing. I mean, this team's it's for the city. It's for all the people here, and they have to lead by good example, and that they are doing that despite scores and whatever. Now on that, that's why Chad's there, and that's why I have Brandon Billy as director of hockey operations. It's their job, to find the guys, make the systems, and do all that. And I have full faith in them to do that. And I have full faith in the guys they pick, and the guys they pick are obviously listening to the system. I think it's much harder, to teach good defense collectively as a unit. The offense will come, but defense collectively, everyone buying into something, that's really the hardest part, I think, in this league. And it's coming together. So I'm really happy where the team's at. And I think going forward, this is going to be more success.
I know we talked a lot about defense, but shifting gears a little bit to offense, Jake.
Yeah,
you're leading the way when it comes to the offensive output. I mean, what's something that's going through your mind here this early part of the season?
Yeah, honestly, I've been fortunate enough to play with some good players throughout the start of this season, so been really just trying to get creative with my line mates and mainly going into every game just actually not thinking about the points, you know what I mean? Kind of touching on the systems. We all feel up front on our end if we play the right way, play our systems, all of us are going to get our chances collectively. And then it just comes down to execution at that point, If we're going to be a team that wins games 3-1, 3-2, 3-0, we've got to be prepared to execute on our chances when they do come. And so that's something we focus on. And to touch on how we keep that momentum going past just individual scoring, it all starts at the beginning of the week every week. So we go out for practice. That's stuff we work on before practice, after practice, those little opportunities we might get in a game. So what it boils down to is just consistency and execution and just controlling what we can control. You might not get 10 chances a game, but if you get one chance a game and you're ready for it, those are the results you might get.
Yeah, and I think the transition game is something that you guys have really nailed down. I even made a comment on the broadcast where I saw matches, near the corner on the goal line.
Yeah, he can fly a bit when he gets those boots moving, huh?
Dude, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he's turning those long legs into speed demons, man. He
can wheel. He can wheel.
He's a definite energizer, buddy.
Eden is definitely I wouldn't even call him young anymore, but he's still young. He's I feel like this guy has so much potential in him. Not just saying just because I'm friends with him and really good friends with him, but I mean, a lot of people can see like improvement even from last year.
Yeah.
I mean, he got so much to show too. So
He's such a magical stick, man. And I mean, like,
that's a ball hockey. Like,
yeah,
he's a national team ball hockey for Team Canada. Like, you know, like he can do a lot of things with that. That backhand scoop when he scored against, who was that?
It was Topeka.
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 Yeah, that was for the guy 6'6", 6'7". That's a pretty nice
and
scoop.
He just weaves in and out.
Yeah.
I think my favorite part about watching matches play is when he's on the back check. He has such a big frame, and because of that, he has such a
imagine
tall stick.
You're trying to skate with the puck. You're 5'10", 5'11", and then your stride as a 6'7" is a little bigger than mine, right?
Yeah.
So you can hear the boots coming in towards you, tuk 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 tuk. So it's like,
and then
it's
like,
a different step.
It's like he can poke check from anywhere. Like I saw, he got beat. He got beat cleanly on one part, but it's like you think just because you beat matches, you know, he's out of the play.
You didn't meet his stick
out of nowhere. He just poke checks, and it's like how. I would have just completely lost I would have just completely lost it. It's like I would have got so mad. But no, I mean, you guys getting into this weekend, it obviously must have felt good, a nice relief. But coming into this next weekend, you know, against Topeka, and again, I'm not gonna get into it, but there was a little bit of controversy from the last game, you know, and coming into this game, I want to know how that fuels you guys to get into this one, or is it just one of those things where it's like, you know what, drop it, go next. We want to continue what we're building.
Well, I mean, for us, it's like another game on the schedule.
Yep.
I mean, biggest thing, we're playing at home. We worry about what we do. Don't have to worry about them. Don't have to worry about them being on a bus for 15 hours, how many they're going to drive. That's not our problem. Our problem, show up, play home game, win that game on the New Year, send them back to Topeka, you know. That's our goal. Pretty simple, right?
Yeah, I think Kuz said it pretty well right there. It's we worry about what we can control. We focus on us and make them react to us. We don't go into it worrying about who we play necessarily and all that stuff. We try and stick to our core system, and of course, based on who you play, you might make tweaks here or there. But for the most part, we're just worrying about what we do.
Yeah, and then
they don't like them though. I'll tell you that.
Oh,
They're very nice. I'll tell you straight up. They don't like them too much. So
yeah,
you want to see it, be there Wednesday, December 31st, 3:30 p.m. start though. So remember that, right?
3:05.
3:05.
Yeah, it's even
testing
earlier.
you.
He was testing
keeping
you
on my
a little bit.
toes, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you know why we schedule it so early, right? It's because this guy wants to go home to see Ryan. What's his name? New Year's Rockin' Eve, the show, the 30-minute show before.
No, I think this game is at 3:05 because there's New Year.
Oh yeah,
that's what it is.
New Year's is fire. You won't miss the fireworks. Come see the show. Fireworks will be on the ice. You know.
Yeah,
hopefully a couple fights. You know, I think
we're gonna bring Rue out in the cannon, just fire him off. Everybody else has the ball drop. We got the Rue drop.
Yeah,
drop the mascot right from the jumbotron. But going into like big games here, I wanna get into your guys' heads. You know what you guys are kind of feeling. You know, we had that game before Christmas, but this one is going to be right before, you know, New Year's. You guys have like any like traditions you guys have before like holiday games like this, or is it just pretty much another game day?
Pretty much another game. I mean, throughout the course of playing professional, it's like you're hitting birthdays, like, you know, game day on a birthday and all that stuff. So at this point, it's just more of a, like, you know, just get comfy on my game day routine, I guess, like just being at like maybe like, you know, have a morning skate, you know, feel good at the river center, like it's always feel nice, you know, skating out there in the morning, and then you know, for me it's a nap, take a little rest and then get at it and feel good, I guess. So that's I guess the main I guess for me the main thing.
Yeah, I gotcha.
I would say as far as pre-game routines and stuff, we've all been doing the same stuff for pretty much our whole careers. And so that stuff's typically the same, but on holidays, things like that, you try and think about your family, things like that, maybe people who you'd normally spend time with on the holidays, and just be grateful that, I mean, look at what you're doing for work. You know what I mean? There's thousands of people who you get to be their entertainment on New Year's, so we look at it that way and just try and provide good entertainment for our fans. We're lucky to get to do what we do. So
I really like that answer. You get to be the entertainment for people on New Year's.
yeah, it's awesome.
Also on that game, I'll announce it now. We got a new partner, Bally's Casino next door.
Oh.
Everyone in the building, if you have a ticket, $20 free play next door after the game, or show your ticket. So that should be fun as well.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Get your tickets. Go play some slots after the game, after you guys win.
That's
yeah,
right.
there we go. Right next door.
Hey, win on the ice, win on the slots.
Could be
Let's
a
go.
good night
Yeah.
for some fans, you know?
Yeah.
There you go.
Absolutely.
There you go. And I just want to get into your guys' like personality on the team. You know, I'll start off with you, Kuz. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I've noticed throughout like my couple years talking or calling your games,
Mm-hmm.
you seem to have like a real dead eye for the eye, for the net. But one thing I've actually noticed, and it's something that maybe I haven't seen like the entirety of your career, but you have a dead eye for passing as well. Like
Mm-hmm.
I remember it was against Topeka that you had a rifled on pass, like a straight up pass to Bartz,
Mm-hmm.
and he was obviously able to snipe one in. But that was just one where like I was looking at you, and you had it short side. It looked like you were gonna rifle it. I think you fooled almost everybody on that ice,
Mm-hmm.
and then you saw Bart like completely open, and you were able to get it to him. You know,
Yeah.
walk me through that. Like, what kind of role do you think you play on this team?
I would say, to be honest, I would like to have a puck on my stick to finish it, like as a finisher. Like, you know, I would say I got the shot, but sometimes you're at the point of the game where it's like, it's not going in. Like, you know, I'm missing the net, and it happens sometimes, and goalie saves or something, and you're just trying to find a way, what can I do to be a plus, you know, instead of being a minus, like minus, not on the ice, but just minus, like, you know, positive and negative, like, and trying to find a way how to, you know, bring that positive again, and you're trying to make plays, I guess, and that's where it comes from. So it's there. I would make a play. If I can shoot, I will take a shot. Just kind of like play. If you see a play, you make a play, I guess, right?
Yeah. See a play, make a play.
Yeah.
And for Cox, you are really a Swiss Army knife when it comes to play on the ice. Like, you're there to assist goals. You're there to make goals, obviously. But also the one thing I notice is you're really good getting into the dirty areas, really good in the transition game. What's your kind of overall role on the ice? Like, what's something that you try to fill?
So, yeah, I would say my biggest strength is probably making plays and being responsible in my own end as a forward. And so with that, I think you get the opportunity to be in a lot of different situations. And, yeah, I just really try and pride myself mainly in work ethic is my biggest thing. So I think that's part of what brings me into those dirty areas of the ice. And then just having the confidence when you get the puck on your stick, whether it's in the dirty areas or goal-scoring areas. Like Kuzi said, you see a play and make a play. So at that point, it comes down to hockey IQ, and it's nice to be able to play with guys who also think the game similarly to you. And, I mean, you just get good results when you get things like that, when guys are starting to click and you're able to just bounce off each other and the game becomes easier. So,
yeah, and I saw a lot of that this past weekend in Biloxi, where a lot of times you made something out of nothing. You know, you made a lot of great stride plays, and you know, I think one of the greatest achievements from last weekend is you made me yell for an empty netter. When Larcy missed that wraparound and you finished it, I'm like, please, come on. I just need one goal.
no, yeah, there's no better feeling than sealing the deal with an empty net, and kind of gives you that little feeling of relief that time's not up yet, but you've done a lot of good things to put yourself in a position for a win at that point in the game. So it's a good feeling for sure.
Definitely. And finally, Mr. GM, I watched your reel. I watched your game when you played for the Zydeco, and you were more of an enforcer type deal, and you created plays as well, but your main thing was you used your strength and you used your ability to get under people's skin too. But now, as a GM, what do you think your kind of role for the team, besides making it better, is as, front office?
I mean, same thing as playing. Not as much fighting, obviously, but my main thing is just relationships. When you think of Baton Rouge, I think of the people here. So many great people. The community is unbelievable, and just building those relationships. I'm one guy. Jake as well. Kuzi, we've all been here a while. Kuzi's engaged. You know what I mean? Yeah. So like he's gonna be here for a while. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Obviously, but we made this our home, and we have a lot of partners from real estate to nonprofits. Happy Dad, Cajun Navy. They do search and rescue. They do great things. We donate our time there, and all the people here just coming together for hockey, Zydeco. Meeting each other, supporting each other brings a lot of revenue for a place where there is a lot of crime in some areas, and I think it's nice that a kid could come to the game and see Jake Cox and be like, hey, I want to play hockey. I want to learn how to do that. You know what I mean? So we go to schools, talk to kids. I think that's really what it's about. Zydeco, since it's been here, it's been a positive impact for the community.
I think it's coming in together more and more where, like, even like the mayor office here, that, and mayor office is giving a good pulse, positive pulse to us. And I think that's good, right? That's
absolutely.
That's community. That's, we want to be out there. So
yeah,
I think that's great.
I think that's another tips to the cap to MJ, is just having our team be one and the same here with the community, because at the end of the day, Baton Rouge, they had the Kingfish once before, and now that they have the Zydeco, I think it's all about embracing that community aspect of the game. And I think, MJ, you did a great job setting up a lot of these corporate sponsorships, getting the community involved with the team. And I think you guys on the ice have done a great job reflecting not only the product when you guys are playing, but outside of the rink. You guys active in the community, getting to know the city of Baton Rouge, and especially from the past 3 years that you guys have been here, I would mainly say there's a couple faces here missing, obviously, like Larwood, Scotty, Bailey, but people here, you guys are definitely the face of the team, and you guys do a really good job at representing this organization. So I've really got to tip my cap to you guys as well.
Thank you, Bryan, and it's our pleasure, man. It's a great opportunity for us to impact the community in a way that we wouldn't have the opportunity to do if it wasn't for Zydeco, if it wasn't for hockey. So we take pride in that. We really try and get ourselves involved and represent everyone in the organization in the best way we can. So, yeah, we're going to continue to do that. And, yeah, it's a lot of fun, man. We enjoy it. Seriously. It's a good time.
Especially, when it's like, for some of us, it's home, and you want to make it home good, and you want to make hockey here, be forever. You don't want it to go away ever, and that's our goal, just to, let people know that hockey is here, and it's fun, and it's, you know how it is.
Yeah.
You know how we do it.
Yeah.
It's our home here, fight for your home and protect your home, right? So, I think Jake and Kuzi will say the same thing. They're two guys, found a home here. And I know you talked about Scotty and Larwood and all our captains, they've made a life here. So, we want to bring a championship, obviously, to Baton Rouge and grow the game and grow the community and keep things going. But without the fans and, the sponsors and our partners, we can't do what we love either. So thank you to them, and let's keep this thing going and keep growing it.
Yep.
I agree.
And if you guys want to be part of the growth, if you guys want to be part of this family here, you can ring in the new year here with your Zydeco family on December 31st here at 3:05 at the River Center. We are going to be taking on the Topeka Scarecrows, so these guys are going to be battling, and we look forward to seeing you guys here at the River Center ring in the new year. So thank you to Happy Dad, Cajun Navy. What's up?
Yeah, Happy Dad, Cajun Navy, great partners. But yeah, also Bally's will have a big surprise for one lucky fan on the 31st, but it will only be announced at game. But that you do not want to miss. It's probably one of the best prizes you could win. So, and
He's leaving us crumbs, man.
Yeah.
He's leaving us crumbs. He's keeping me on the edge of my seat. You know?
I might have to, go down out there and play the game or whatever they're gonna do.
Yeah. And it's like, I don't think I'm going to be broadcast. I want to go down there and see it. I'm kidding. Don't fire me. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
No, but definitely you guys are going to want to see it. You guys want to see what happens here with Bally. Thank you so much for them sponsoring this team. Happy Dad, Cajun Navy. And, of course, thank you to Studio Cowork for providing the space today. They do a great job.
Yeah, Matt's behind the scenes here, but a lot of his
So
green
pro,
room, he's given a lot this year.
Yeah, every
coming
time
on board.
so pro. Like many cameras set it up, everything's so cool.
He's
He's the guy.
Very legit.
can't see him right now, but he is legit, and we're lucky to have him. It's really taking things to the next level for media for sure. So
Happy to do it.
Appreciate you, Matt.
Yeah, thank you so much, Matt. And wonderful producer, wonderful editor, and honestly, great friend too. I've had many conversations with Matt. So thank you so much, Matt.
Y'all are awesome.
But yeah, I think if you guys want to ring in the new year here with the Zydeco, we're going to be taking on the Topeka Scarecrows December 31st, 3:05. It's going to be an early matinee game, so you guys can get back to your families as well and hang out. But lucky fans going to be able to go out to Bally, and again, if you present your tickets, $20 off, right? The games.
$20 free play.
Free,
Special prize. You only find out once you're in the arena and pucks dropped, and gotta be there. Just see what Kuzi and Coxie and the boys do at the game.
Yeah,
should be a good one.
Don't want to miss the bird celebration either. Not at all.
Yes, sir.
Cage is rattling.
Coxie might bring out the gun when he scores. So
Oh,
we'll
yeah.
see, yeah.
Just don't shoot the bird.
Oh, we got
No.
dude. We got in the locker room. We got samurai swords out there. We got all sorts of things. So,
Birds, guns,
don't play with
everything's
us.
going to be
Don't
going
play
off.
with us.
We might let Baz out of the cage. We might, yeah.
Oh man.
So lots of stuff.
It's going to be a good new year. We're looking forward to it.
Yeah,
for sure.
definitely. So you guys won't want to miss it. So thank you, Studio Cowork, for supplying the space here today. Thank you so much, Matt, for all your hard work and your editing here. So MJ, Jake Cox, Dmitry Kuznetsov, thank you guys so much for joining us here. And, let's have a good win.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you, Brian. Go
Thank you,
Zydeco.
Brian.
Zydeco. Let's go Zydeco.